The following is a presentation of Lion's Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lion's Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig house, Monac for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. From Belle Vernon Area High School, it's Almond Valley non-section volleyball here this evening as it's the Gladiators of South Allegheny hitting the road to take on the Leopards from Belle Vernon here on MVI Live. Alex Lyons with you for all the action here this evening from Belle Vernon Area High School. And it's a homecoming on the South Allegheny side of things as their 7th-year head coach, Jack Kelly, makes his return to his alma mater for the first time in what feels like forever. In 39 years, to be exact, first time Coach Kelly has been back in the Belle Vernon gym since his playing days back in 1986. 39 years. Coach Kelly, 4 playoff appearances. Still trying to find that first postseason victory. They were at home last year where they lost to the Borough Buccaneers, but this is a squad. Coach Kelly, I was talking with him before the game and said, hey, it's kind of been at South Allegheny next man up when it comes to getting into the win column and overcoming the hump. We saw the baseball team do it 2 years ago. The football team do it last year, finally getting that playoff win. I said, hey, maybe it's the volleyball team's turn to get over that hump. Obviously, the softball team's been successful. The success the basketball program has had is well noted at South Allegheny coming off a district title, and maybe Coach Kelly gets his first playoff win for South Allegheny this season as the 1986 Belle Vernon grad coaching his second game against his alma mater. Played for years for the BVA men's volleyball team. Was the first assistant unofficial coach for the Belle Vernon girls team back in 1986. BVA decided to bring in a women's volleyball program, and head coach Pearl Mead asked Coach Kelly to help with the upstart girls team. And now Coach Kelly getting a chance to return to the place he called home in Belle Vernon. Coach Kelly took over back in 2019 of the Gladiators and hoping to get that postseason victory this season. And they return a very talented core. Allie Chismar, Reagan Macbeth, along with Ava Luft, Violet Pastores, Cadence McBride. And they're still without some injured players thanks to softball. CJ Conley and Taylor Bowman out due to those injuries from the softball season. And then they lost to injury after the West Mifflin game. Brooke Bernath, who is expected to have a bit of a decent roll off the bench with Mally Hill along with Bailey DeSecco and Naomi Elise, all expected to get some varsity reps off the bench. With Coach Kelly very, very excited about the core he returns. Very experienced started roster, 7 seniors, 1 junior. Most of them have played a ton of varsity experience. Reagan Macbeth, Allie Chismar, both starting since their freshman year. And then those two, they'll be the cornerstone of this team. 3rd-year starter Ava Luft And Coach Kelly said just a grizzled pro out there running the offense. Very smart decision. And then both the middles have been very good in Ava Brown and Cadence McBride, as neither of them have been full-time starters till this season. And then you have Violet Pastores, who has found a role on this varsity team as a defensive specialist since her sophomore campaign, and a big server as well. Then you add Angelina LaGuardia in the back row, another softball player, will be the lone varsity starter who hasn't played much varsity action, as Madison Taylor also has 30-plus sets under her belt. You know, Coach Kelly said counting on the two seniors, that with all this talent, that's not even counting the two seniors that will miss this season due to injuries in Taylor Bowman and C.J. Conley recovering from surgery. But Coach Kelly said, you know, too early to pick a section winner. They're in with a very good Seton LaSalle team and South Park team. He said, I don't think anybody, though, will go undefeated in our section. On the other side, Belle Vernon, they're under now first-year head coach Ina Helmick, as Coach Helmick trying to get off to a 2-0 start against South Allegheny after sweeping Connellsville 3-0. South Allegheny swept West Mifflin in their lone set at Belle Vernon. One spot out of a playoff spot a season ago, finished 6-11, 4-7. As last year was a 3-1 victory for South Allegheny. Talking to Coach Helmick earlier today, she said, you know, about the season, we're excited to, you know, have a mix of younger players stepping up alongside some experienced seniors who bring leadership and skill to the court. It's always exciting to see new talent grow and contribute, and our seniors help set the tone with their experience. We're looking forward to watching the team come together, learning from each other, and competing this season. There's a lot of potential on this team, and we can't wait to see how they develop this season. Again, Coach Helmick in her first year at the helm of Belle Vernon. 2 years ago, first playoff appearance for the Leps. They lost to Kiski 3-0. No playoff wins either side in school history. Both teams hoping to change that this season, as Belle Vernon hoping to get back into the playoffs. Of course, TJ the favorite inside that section. Belle Vernon, Ringgold, Uniontown, AGEF, LH, and TJ. And that's 3A Section 3s. 2A Section 2, Seton, SA, South Park, Steel Valley, Stowe Rocks, Carlington, KO, and East Allegheny. As South Allegheny, Belle Vernon gets set to get underway. Ali Chismar, Madison Taylor, Ava Luft, Cadence McBride, along with Violet Pastores, Reagan McBeth, Angelina LaGuardia, and Ava Brown in the starting lineup for the South Allegheny Gladiators. Miley Hayes, Abby Nichols, Joy Johnson, Layla Teets, along with Victoria Alexander, Mallory Wazik, and Aubrey Brown, the standout basketball player for Belle Vernon, will start for the 3A Section 3 Belle Vernon. Second game for Coach Kelly against his alma mater looks to go to 2-0 lifetime against the Belle Vernon area Leopards here this season, as Belle Vernon and South Allegheny, some star-studded talent on the floor, especially on the South Allegheny side. Reagan McBeth, single-season kill record a year ago with 214. She has the most kills in program history with 440. Allie Chismar, entering her junior season, set the single-season ace record of 72 last year. Didn't even play the whole year. Second in career aces with 115 behind Lexi Ludberg with 128. And fourth in digs behind Ludberg, who sits at 541. Chismar at 403, again entering her junior year. Ava Luft last year set the single-season assist record with 390 and is in second in career assists behind Angelina Cortazzo, who was 91 shy of 1,000 at 909. And then Violet Pastores also third in career aces at South Allegheny with 96. National anthem next. We'll step aside for the playing of that. We'll come back, and it will be set number one between the South Allegheny Gators and the Belle Vernon area Leopards, coming up next right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics. It's MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community, and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen, Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at his place, Coffee, Community, and more.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle, Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people, focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300.
Back from Belle Vernon, it's the Gladiators, it's the Leopards, non-section 2A, 3A volleyball, as Allie Chismar along with Madison Taylor, Ava Luff, Cadence McBride, Violet Pastores, Reagan Macbeth along with Angelina LaGuardia and Ava Brown. For Coach Kelly, you'll also see shuffling into the mix in the likes of DeSeco, Elise, and Hill Phillips for the South Allegheny Gladiators, of course. Dealing with some injuries, Taylor Bowman out from the softball injury, CJ Conley out for the year with the injury from softball, as also losing Brooke Bernath all of a sudden kind of out of nowhere on the shelf for South Allegheny. Macbeth 11 kills and 2 aces against West Mifflin. Chismar 9 kills, 3 aces. And Ava Luft picked up 24 more assists as the Leps 1-0. Just like the Gladiators, both teams have not lost a set this season. It's going to be the junior defensive specialist, Miley Hayes. Joining them will be Abby Nichols along with Joy Johnson, Layla Teets, Victoria Alexander, Mallory Owazik, and Aubrey Brown.
Junior, number 24, Victoria Alexander.
So South Allegheny, Belle Vernon. Pair of Mon Valley schools get set to get underway. Both teams looking to go to 2-0 on the campaign. And it's a battle of white as Belle Vernon. White jerseys, green numerals. As for South Allegheny, white jerseys, blue numerals, and gold trim for the Gladiators. And glad it's a sport where the two teams are going to stay on opposite sides of the net. Otherwise, we could be in for a bit of a problem. South Allegheny is on the right of your screen, just like the scoreboard graphic shows, while Belle Vernon over to the left, the telling sign, of course, the Liberos. Violet Pastores in the navy blue top with the gold numerals and the white trim. On the other side, the Libero, Joy Johnson, with the green top, gold numerals, and white trim on the sleeves. As it's Belle Vernon, it's South Allegheny. Leps and Gladiators look to go to 2-0 on the season. Coach Kelly looks to go to 2-0 against his alma mater. First time returning here to his alma mater to coach against the Belle Vernon Leopards, where he was a coach on the Upstart program the first year Belle Vernon ever had girls volleyball. As the Gladiators, the Leps get set to get underway here. Penultimate game of the week on the network. We'll have one more game for you tomorrow, Friday Night Lights, as Elizabeth Forward will host the Highland Golden Rams, as Belle Vernon will play their first game of the season down at the beach, as they will take on Aliquippa. South Allegheny will look to go to 2-0 as they will stay at home this week, as Allie Chismar will send us underway. Liner over, handled by Hayes. Nichols bumps far side. Wozniak drives, dug by Chismar. Punched up and over. Knocked home for the opening strike by McBride in the middle. And it's a 1-0 South Allegheny lead here in the early going. Allie Chismar will continue service, and it's an error. We're deadlocked at 1. Lila Teets in, Ava Jones, the freshman, out. Back to serve Abby Nichols. Nichols, a junior, the setter for the Belle Vernon offense. Nichols liner over. Chismar off service reception, right side, hitting error by Madison Taylor. And it's a 2-1 Belle Vernon lead here in set number 1. First lead of the match for Belle Vernon, and LaGuardia has it eater up. Chismar can't keep it alive. Whistle first. So Belle Vernon 3 unanswered after an early South Allegheny lead. 3-1 the Leps lead here in set number 1. As Nichols will continue service. Nichols up and over. Chismar, and it's a service ace as Abby Nichols gets it to fall. First ace either side, 4-1, Leps out in front. From ace to error, South Allegheny back on the board. 4-2 here, set number 1. As Violet Pastores will be in to serve. Violet Pastores, third all-time in career aces with 96 aces in her South Allegheny career. No ace here, it's an error on the South Allegheny senior, and it's quickly a 5-2 Leopard advantage in the opening set this season. They'll take on TJ on the second. That'll be their next game at Carlington, South Allegheny's next game. As Mallory Wozniak will send this one over and out, a trio of errors in a row. It's a 2-point Belle Vernon lead here in set number 1. As back to serve, Madison Taylor, a hitting error in this game, just 1 kill, not a lot of clean strikes. Johnson, Nichols set, Brown middle, blocked in the middle. Ava Brown with the denial. So Brown the block, and South Allegheny cuts the deficit down to 1. And it's an ace to tie it, as Madison Taylor makes it 5-all. First ace for South Allegheny. Maddie Taylor liner over, Ada Johnson. Set Nichols, right side, driven off of Chismar off the back wall. And just like that, Belle Vernon pulls back ahead. It's a 6-5 Leopard advantage as the strike belongs to Lila Teets. The senior picks up her first kill. She'll send the standout basketball player Aubrey Brown to the service line. Past Stories, now off the right side, pushed back over by Chismar. As far side strike, past Stories, bumped along near side and knocked back down by Teets again. And just like that, it's a 2-point advantage here in the opening set in favor of the Belle Vernon area Leopards. Belle Vernon looking to increase their advantage with Brown at the service line. Up and over, Chismar, off the reverse. There's Macbeth, up and over. Wazik now bumped back along. Free ball return by Mia Roebuck. Set near side and miss hit there. As just unable to time it up was Reagan Macbeth once again. And it's an 8-5 Belle Vernon advantage as the Leopards increase upon their first set lead. Brown liner over, past Stories. Back line, 10-foot, striking alley, Chismar gets on the board. First kill for Chismar, and just like that, South Allegheny ends the spurt. So Macbeth back to serve, 8-6 lead for Belle Vernon. Reagan Macbeth up, over, and out. Another service error. 3-point set one advantage for the Belle Vernon Leopards. Neither team has lost a set this year. Lila Teets lines it up and over, kept alive into the middle, and down it goes. Make it 10-6. South Allegheny in a 4-point deficit early on here in the opening set. And neither team has gotten to an early rhythm. As once again, Teets will do the honors from the service line. Low liner, Macbeth, Luft, right side, Chismar got it. And Allie Chismar, her second kill. Give the assist to Luft. 3-point set, South Allegheny's middle, Ava Brown, the senior, will take her first trip to the service line. One block for Brown so far. Dying rated Johnson. Now Nichols sets it up. Roebuck down the line, finds the back corner. Mia Roebuck with the strike for the Belle Vernon Leopards. First kill for Roebuck, and Belle Vernon quickly back on the board. Give the Leopards 11, as it's a 4-point set one advantage for Belle Vernon. Now Miley Hayes, multi-sport standout as well, as Hayes airmails that one over the service line. Back to a 3-point set at 11-8 here in the opening set. Luft will take her turn at the service stripe for the Gladiators. Spiraler over, Johnson off reception. Now Wazik down the line, eats up Luft, and Wazik finds pay dirt for the Leopards of Belle Vernon. (12-8) set number one. As South Allegheny all out of sorts. Free ball over LaGuardia. Set Wazik again off the wall, off of Luft, and down it goes. 13-8 Belle Vernon. Largest lead of the set. Johnson over again, Macbeth. Now Luft. 10-foot line, Macbeth hitting air, and South Allegheny all out of sorts right now. Not that Belle Vernon's not doing a lot of things right, as Coach Kelly will take a timeout here. Down 14-8 in the opening set. Belle Vernon, again, they are doing a ton of things right. They're doing the little things so far. But South Allegheny, a plethora of unforced errors. We've seen 3 hitting errors in this first set by Reagan Macbeth alone, and Reagan Macbeth, one of the best in the business when it comes to putting the volleyball in between the lines on the other side. Again, 11 kills in her last match, but over 400 career kills for Macbeth, and she's been held off the board early on. Look for her to get going in the latter stages. Just South Allegheny all out of sorts, And Luft got to take control as that senior setter start getting the offense going in the right direction, but that's also going to start on the defensive end. Got to cleanly dig out those attacks by Belle Vernon and give Luft a good opportunity to set the offense in motion. If you are South Allegheny, Belle Vernon, you want to keep doing exactly what you are, but out of the break, onto the board goes South Allegheny. Service error once again, this time by Joy Johnson, the senior libero. Now Allie Chismar, second serve attempt for her. One service point, also a service error. Far side Wazik, the touch shot falls home. And the two officials, a brief conversation. So it will indeed be a Belle Vernon point after the brief discussion from across the floor. Leps by 6. Abby Nichols to the service line for Belle Vernon. Nichols, hard right-hander. Chismar straight up. Now Luft. Macbeth. See if that gets her going. Reagan Macbeth finally finds pay dirt for South Allegheny. First kill of the match for the Gladiators. Macbeth. Now Violet past Stories, right hand spiraler. 2 errors by past Stories. Not what you're looking for if you're South Allegheny. Again, mentioned Violet Pastori's third all-time on career aces for South Allegheny. Just 4 shy of 100. But her serve has been very off so far today. Wazik. Now Chismar, set right side as it's blocked in the middle. Aubrey Brown the denial. And Aubrey Brown makes it a 7-point Belle Vernon lead here in the opening set. Now Wazik once again. Wazik right hand liner. Chismar returns to the net and Aubrey Brown once again. Back-to-back sequences. Aubrey Brown takes advantage, and Belle Vernon increases their largest lead of the night. Nichols, middle, Brown again, got it again! The sophomore, her second kill, 3 straight strikes for Brown, the block, back-to-back kills. And it's a 6-0 Leopard run. Their lead since at 9. All good things have to come to an end as 19-11. South Allegheny back on the board, but Belle Vernon has taken it to the Gladiators so far here tonight in the opening set. And Ina Helmick, her first season as the Belle Vernon bench boss. As up and over, Maddie Taylor. Nichols sets it right side, teats off the wall. Luft sets it middle, there's Brown, dug by Johnson. Now far side, free ball over. That was by Roebuck. Luft, Macbeth down. Nichols the dig off of Johnson and ricochets home. Three service points for Madison Taylor as Roebuck now teats. Johnson, free ball over. Chismar, Luft, Macbeth, long. 20 for the Leps off another hitting error by South Allegheny. Aubrey Brown, she'll head to the service line. 2 kills, 2 service points, and a block so far for Brown. Brown drives it past Stories, Luft, middle, Brown as Ava has it dug out by Wazik. They set Roebuck left side, off speed, kept alive. Now near side, Macbeth back corner, got it to go. 3 kills for Macbeth in the opening set, 20-13. If you're South Allegheny, you gotta find a run here. Try to get to maybe 17 before Belle Vernon gets to 21 if you want a chance at coming back. And it's going to be Reagan Macbeth doing the honors. Macbeth, liner, that was going long. Wazik saved it. If South Allegheny gets a point and comes back, remember that play. Luft near side, Chismar off speed. And Allie Chismar just to knock it home. And that was an easy Belle Vernon point. The ball looked like it was going long. Now Macbeth just got it over. Nichols, Luft, dumps it. Robach back over in the middle. Brown and Chismar miscommunication. Robach left side off the antenna. And it's a 5-point set at 20-15. Reagan Macbeth will continue service. The stand-out senior, Johnson, off reception. Rollbach, 10-foot line. Wazik dumps it. Brown, Luft, back into the middle. Johnson, Nichols, near side. Teets drives it. Back over, Luft will set. Right side, Chismar in the middle. Dug by Roebuck. Nichols now free ball over by Teets. Macbeth, Luft sets it. Brown can't get there. Miscommunication. I think Brown thought Chismar was coming up. She does not. And Belle Vernon back on the board. Just 4 points away from a set one victory with Lila Teets doing the honors. Teets liner over, just out. No, it's an ace by an inch. 22-15. Leps just 3 points away from handing South Allegheny their first set loss of the season. Luft, now Chismar, back corner, Johnson. Nichols bumps. There's Roebuck palming it up and over. Luft, middle, Brown, back line, long. 23-15, the Belle Vernon Leopards. 2 points away from a decisive set one victory. Lila Teets hard liner eats up Taylor. Chismar dumps it over and out by Roebuck. Miss hit on the return, 23-16. SA needs a run. McBride will check back in. Teets out. In comes Ava Jones, the freshman. Ava Brown will serve. Wazik. Now Roebuck deflected. Macbeth, Luft saves it. Free ball up and over by Maddie Taylor. Nichols, far side, Mia Roebuck. Back line, Macbeth. South Allegheny miscommunication again by the Gladiators, and it's set point for Belle Vernon. And I know it's early on, but South Allegheny, you could have fooled me if you told me SA swept the team to start the season. They look like they haven't played all season long. As in comes Hayes, and the ball goes sailing out, 24-17. Next 7 have to go to SA. They want to force extra points in the opening set. Jump serve up and over by Ava Luft. Now Wazik for the set win. Got it! 25-17. The Belle Vernon Leopards dominate set one. They take a 1-0 advantage as we head to set number 2 right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at his place. Coffee, community, and more.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle.
One set done. Set two upon us with Nichols sending it up and over. Loft, right side. Taylor returned by Nichols. In the middle, Aubrey Brown. Third kill for Aubrey Brown. And it's a 1-0 Belle Vernon lead here. First time the Leps have got on the board first. Right side, Chismar picks the back corner. And we're deadlocked at one just like that. South Allegheny with the equalizer. Fourth kill for Chismar. One set, 2-1 set to none. Leopard lead at the middle. Stalemate McBride. Now bump back over by Cadence. Johnson near side. Teets right hand up and over. Near side, Macbeth pushes back corner, diving save there by Amprum. Luft sets up, Macbeth unloads again. Haley Amprum in the way. Wazik adjusted up and over. Now bumped, 10-foot line pushed up and over. Nichols sets it, middle, Brown got it! Aubrey Brown, another one. 4 kills for Aubrey Brown, and it's a 2-1 Belle Vernon advantage as a missile from the middle for the sophomore standout. Wazik right hand dropping down, service ace. 6 service points for Wazik. 3-1 Belle Vernon here in set number 2. First ace of the set, either side. Wazik, her first ace of the match. 3-1 Wazik, right hand up, liner over. Another one, back to back. Service aces for the Belle Vernon senior and the Leps with a 4-1 advantage. 4-1 Belle Vernon out in front, looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead over the South Allegheny Gladiators. Wazik from ace to error. 4-2, South Allegheny back on the score sheet. Now trying to get some momentum rolling. 2 serve attempts so far for Violet Pastores, the libero. So far 2 service errors for Pastore in this match. This one finally gets up and over the net for Pastores. You saw the smirk on her face in the process, but the point belongs to Belle Vernon with Mia Roebuck coming with the off speed. It's a 5-2 Leopard advantage. And Belle Vernon Once again, creating a bit of wiggle room. And they will send Aubrey Brown back to the service line. Brown, low liner, Chismar, left. Near side, Macbeth, flat-footed over Wazik. Set Nichols for Roebuck. Back line, Chismar. Kept alive in the middle. Chismar bumps it over. Nichols, Wazik, one more up to Roebuck. Off speed, gets it to go. Mia Roebuck with another. 6-2 Belle Vernon. Looking to run SA right out of the gym here this evening. 25-17, they took set number one. They lead at 6-2 here. Another serve by Aubrey Brown. Chismar over and out. Just misses by Allie Chismar. Three straight for Belle Vernon. Brown again, and it's a service ace for Aubrey Brown. 8-2, the Leopards lead it. And new head coach, new look Leopards squad, and playing with a lot of confidence in. Coach Helmick talked about it, a lot of excitement around this young program as Reagan Macbeth back on the kill sheet with her fourth of the match. Cuts it down to an 8-3 deficit. Right hand liner over. Teets. Nichols, 10-foot line, free ball over. Luff sets it right side. Macbeth long again. So South Allegheny on the board. Didn't see the signal. Net violation is the call. Adam Brewer, assistant on that one. We'll have you cover full recap of tonight's match in the Mon Valley Independent, as there is double contact, and just like that, SA's cut into this lead. It's down to an 8-4 advantage from, or 8-5 advantage from 8-2. As Maddie Taylor sends it away. Free ball over Roebuck, Loft, back line, Chismar hitting error. 9-6, Belle Vernon leads it. Or 9-5 make it. Teets up and over, Loft. Macbeth down the line, Johnson, Wozniak bumps it. Roebuck, free ball over. Chismar back of the floor. Across set, off the wall, Macbeth. Roebuck off the deflection. Now Nichols back to Roebuck, giving goal. Blocked in the middle, kept alive Nichols. Johnson, now Roebuck, back line past Stories. Sent by Luft, right side. Macbeth loads up off the wall. Kept alive by Wazik, and Brown, or make that Rudolph in the middle, the sophomore. Dumps it over and dumps it home. 10-5, Belle Vernon doubling up on South Allegheny. It has not been a happy homecoming as Teets service error for Coach Jack Kelly so far. Reagan Macbeth. Right hand, Howitzer, Wazik returns, Luft over. Rudolph in the middle, back up and over, set, middle, knocked home. It's Ava Brown picking up the strike. First kill for Brown, down to a 3-point set at 10-7. 3 service points for Reagan Macbeth as Reagan Macbeth once again gets set to send this one away. Trying to get SA back in this one. Low liner off the rafters, and down it goes. An ace for Reagan Macbeth. And South Allegheny's little spurt has them within 2. And as I mentioned, back in action, Highlands EF tomorrow. Ryan Messina, our B Graphics halftime interview. Had the chance to talk with Ryan earlier today. You're not going to want to miss that one, as almost another ace by Macbeth. As kept alive, set, Right side, Chismar blocked. Chismar saves it though. Now Luft just gets the roll by an inch. Roebuck long, and South Allegheny closes the gap down to 1. 10-9 Leopards lead. SA Macbeth over and out. Just when SA gets traction, service error, Haley Amprum will come in. Amprum will serve up and over. Macbeth off reception. Luft, 10-foot line. There's Brown. Knocks one over. Amprum the dig. Set Nichols. Wazik left side drive. Past Stories digs it out. Set near side. Chismar drops one in the middle. Johnson. Nichols hook shot over and in. Abby Nichols with the kill. 12-9 Belle Vernon. Up by 3 here in set 2, leading 1 set to none. 25-17, they took the opening tilt. And it's going to be returned over and out as Luft all out of sorts when she made contact with that one. 13-9 Belle Vernon out in front. As continuing service will be Haley Amprum, the senior defensive specialist for the Belle Vernon area Leopards. Amprum, error, tickles the twine. 13-10. South Allegheny closes the gap down to 3 off the Belle Vernon miscue. Angelina LaGuardia. She will do the honors from the service line, the senior defensive specialist. LaGuardia just gets it over. Amprum, Nichols, now Wazik hitting error. 2-point set once again. 13-11. Opening set of the night went to the Belle Vernon Leopards. Second set, it's a 13-11 lead here for BVA. Trying to take a 2-set-to-none advantage, and a service error by LaGuardia will help the cause make it a 3-point Leopard lead once again. As Belle Vernon out in front. They have yet to lose a set this season. 4-0 in sets for Belle Vernon. South Allegheny had a sweep coming in as well as the libero Johnson airmails one over the service line. 14-12 off the hitting air. Now Ava Luft will do the honors. Dead center from the back of the court, Ava Luft. 14-12, the Leopards lead it. Luft up and over off of Jones. Returned over with the free ball by Nichols. Luft give and go. Chismar elevates, got it. Allie Chismar, her 5th kill of the night. (14-13) service point there for Ava Luft. And SA a chance to tie for the first time since 1-1. And we will be tied. Hitting error by Aubrey Brown. South Allegheny has not led since 1-0 in set number 1. Looking to change that right here in set number 2. Take their first lead of the set. They will not. Just missing long in the back corner was Luft. And Belle Vernon takes the lead right back at 15-14. They're going to send the junior Abby Nichols to the service line. Abby Nichols on the night, 4 service points and an ace so far for the junior setter. Nichols jump serve, spiraler down the line, service ace for Abby. And the lead back to 2 for Belle Vernon. Nichols again, this one, a dropper right at LaGuardia, off middle, McBride long. 17-14, Belle Vernon getting their traction back as the Leps are churning in the right direction, looking to take a decisive 2-set-to-none advantage over the Gladiators. Nichols again, Macbeth, Luft, they set Chismar too far, will push back corner, and Allie finds a way for her 6th kill of the night. 17-15, Chismar will send herself to the line. No service aces and just one service point for Chismar. Dug by Johnson. Now Teets loads up off LaGuardia and out. Third kill for Lila Teets, and it's short-lived at the service line for Chismar. And SA, seen them a number of times over the last few seasons, and they look all out of sorts as Wazik with her third ace of the night. 19-15, Belle Vernon leading. Mallory Wazik, the senior middle. How about another back-to-back service aces? 4 for Wazik. And a timeout called by South Allegheny. We'll take a break as well, right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
Belle Vernon out in front, 21-15 in set number 2. They lead it 1-0. Took it 25-17. As they lead 21-15 here in what could very well be the penultimate set of the night. Wazik once again. SA hoping to get on the board. Macbeth, she will. (20-16), Belle Vernon leads by 4. Violet Pastores over and out. 3 service errors tonight for Pastores. Now Aubrey Brown, 5 service points for Brown. Service ace as well. Brown over. Macbeth, Luft, give and go. Reagan cross court, handled by Roebuck. Nichols, now Teets into the net, it goes. 21-17. Leps lead by 4. Maddie Taylor back to serve, the senior outside hitter. Taylor up and over. Wazik off reception. Nichols to Roebuck. Roebuck high arcer over. Chismar, Luff, Macbeth off the tape. 4 hits against the Gladiators. 22-18 now. 22-17. As Belle Vernon just 3 points away. Teets over. Pastores maybe saves it. Middle Brown off the wall. Roebuck. Now Nichols. Back line Wazik. Dumps one up and over. Maddie Taylor, now Macbeth. Teets, Nichols hooks it into the net. 22-18. South Allegheny hasn't had a set lead since 1-0 in set 1. 5 service points and an ace tonight for Reagan Macbeth. This time it's an error. 23-18. Leps on the precipice of a 2-0 lead. With a 5-point lead here in the set, they'll bring in Haley Amprum, the senior defensive specialist, replacing Mia Roebuck. Chance to take a 2-0 lead and go 5-0 in sets to start the season. This one went 4 last year in favor of SA. Chismar Up and away. Now Wazik hooks it down the line. Set, middle, Brown hitting air. And it's set point for the Belle Vernon Leopards. Right hand away by Amprum. Luft to Chismar, loads up, keeps the set alive, 24-19. Next 5 have to belong to South Allegheny. If SA wants to come back in set 2, Ava Brown will have to do some masterful work at the service line where she's yet to record a service point tonight. Wazik for the win. Kept alive by Chismar off the ricochet from Brown. Not how you draw it up, but it got the job done. Wazik again. Miscue at the net. And it's 20 for South Allegheny. SA needs the next 4 now to force extra points. Brown over. Johnson. Nichols set low middle, dumped up and over by Rudolph. Return back away. Jones. Nichols hooks it. Diving save there by Taylor. Back line Brown off of Johnson. And Ava Brown keeps the train rolling. Time out Belle Vernon. Still set point for Belle Vernon. But the Leopards starting to fade here in the latter stages of set number 2. They lead at 24-21. South Allegheny hoping to come back, force extra points for the Gladiators if they can find a way to score the next 3. Spread out attack on one side. Wazik with 3 kills, 4 for Brown, a block for Brown as well. 3 kills for Teets. On the other side, 7 for Chismar, 5 for Macbeth. Couple of kills for Ava Brown as well, and 1 for Cadence McBride. Set point for Belle Vernon, a chance to take a 2-0 advantage over the South Allegheny Gladiators, who they lost 3-1 a year ago. Nichols, Wazik for the set win, deflected. Luft sets it. Chismar off the wall. Middle blocked McBride, returned by Johnson. As Nichols off Macbeth in the middle, McBride wins the fight. Cadence McBride keeps it rolling. 24-22, and we're 2 points away from extra points here in the second set. Ava Brown trying to force just that. She has one on a run, on a platter. And once again, McBride there. Now just 1 point needed. What a run by South Allegheny. 24-19, now 24-23. Wazik for the set win. Kept alive. No! Wazik with the winner. SA comeback trail in set 2 falls just short. 25-23. The Gladiators gave it a run, unable to cap it off. And just like that, Belle Vernon with a 2-0 advantage. A chance to sweep away South Allegheny when we come back right here on MVI Live.
Hoods Up Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. but fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Located in Belle, Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. LJ Pallets and More, a veteran-owned and operated discount warehouse located 1800 Schoonmaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Open Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays. Stay tuned for a major announcement coming soon, and we can't wait to see you at LJ Pallets and More. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
2 down, at least one more to go as Chismore sends set 3 away. A must-win for South Allegheny. Brown unloads Chismar the dig. South Allegheny looking to get out to a quick start here. Hayes. Now Nichols, far side, Wazik over, out, and South Allegheny has their first lead since set number 1. It's 1-0. That is the only lead they had in set 1 was 1-0. As Chismar a service error, and just like that, we're deadlocked at 1. Abby Nichols will serve. 6 service points, 2 service aces for Nichols. Right hand, Nichols up and over. Loft middle, McBride, dug by Johnson, return. Hit back along by Loft. Nichols sets, Brown, middle, got it! Aubrey Brown at another. (2-1) Belle Vernon back in front. 5th kill for Aubrey Brown. Nichols into the net, service error. Just like that, we're tied at 2. LaGuardia out. Brown comes back in. Serving will be McBride. Cadence over. Johnson, Nichols, middle. There's Brown blocked. Brown again. As Ava gets the best of Aubrey. South Allegheny 3-2 advantage. McBride sends it away, and it's a service error by McBride. 3's on the board. Roebuck replaces Miley Hayes. Wazik, 9 service points, 4 service aces, 4 kills. Over, and Pastores returns it, middle. Brown, Wazik, Nichols sets it, 10-foot line over by Teets. Luft to Macbeth, Dug by Wazik, middle, Brown the miss hit. Leps back in front, 4-3 Belle Vernon. 10 service points for Wazik. Wazik the liner, Chismar middle, Brown got it! Ava Brown, give her 6 kills. 6-3, or make it 5-3, Belle Vernon leads. Leps trying to sweep away South Allegheny and defend their home floor. As Macbeth, a missile. No problem. That time by for Reagan Macbeth. (5-4) SA within 1. Maddie Taylor over. Nichols far side. Roebuck dug by Chismar. Luft. Macbeth knocks one up. Roebuck returns. Macbeth. Luft. They set it up as Luft dumps it over. Nichols middle, Brown off the wall. Kept alive into the middle. There's Ava, blocked by Aubrey. As the Browns meet in the middle once again. As Teets from the right side. 4 kills for Lila Teets. 6-4, the Leopards increase their lead to 2. Aubrey Brown, 5 service points today for Aubrey. And just over past Stories. Off the reception, back line over, Brown the dig, set, far side, Roebuck down the line. As Roebuck can't connect, Belle Vernon's lead down to 1. Reagan Macbeth, service error. Plenty of those tonight on both sides. Lila Teets, 4 service points, 1 service ace. And out of rotation was Belle Vernon. Would have been an error either way, so SA back on the board. 7-6, Gladiators lead. Ava Brown went on that big run that almost got South Allegheny to extra points in set number 2, down 2 sets to none. 25-17, 25-13. And just like that, it's a 2-point lead for the green and gold of Belle Vernon. Miley Hayes in to take her turn at the service line. Left side, Miley Hayes. Hayes, spiraler down the line in the corner. Luft, back line, Reagan off of Hayes. Kept alive though in the middle by Belle Vernon. That was Jones. Near side, Chismar. Hayes returns, middle, McBride. Cadence McBride picks up the strike. And South Allegheny closes the gap to just 1. Right hand over. Nichols, middle, off the net, and down it goes. As Belle Vernon picks up the strike. First swing, first kill, as Victoria Alexander finds pay dirt for Belle Vernon. 9-7, Belle Vernon leads it. Johnson sends it away. Middle, McBride, long. 10-7. And Belle Vernon increases the advantage up to 3. Under Coach Helmick, maybe a new culture being built here. Belle Vernon trying to get back to the playoffs and trying to get back or get that first ever playoff win. (11-8) Belle Vernon, or 10-8 Belle Vernon leads it. Middle, Brown, another. 7 for Brown. Push by McBride, over and out. 12-8 advantage for Belle Vernon here in set 3. As Nichols drops one back over LaGuardia. Right side, not on line for Macbeth to take a swing. Now Wazik hooks it into the corner. Chismar, Luff sets it. Macbeth off of Hayes and out. 12-9. 7 kills for Macbeth, but it has been a tough night in the office. Substitution for South Allegheny. First time Naomi Eilise will check in. She will serve. So Naomi Eilise, right hand over, right at Miley Hayes. Nichols back into the middle. Wazik just outside the 10-foot line. Finishes it off. 12-10, South Allegheny. Trailing Belle Vernon, make it 13-9. As Wazik back to the service line, and will it? Yes, it will be returned off the free ball. Wazik, Nichols, middle, Brown. Macbeth off the net, and an error on the pass. Make it 14-9, Belle Vernon. Increases the advantage. Up by 5, trying to sweep away South Allegheny. Wazik, 4 aces, 12 service points, 5 kills. She's done it all today. Chismar, straight up. Macbeth off the wall. Nichols, Johnson, high bump to Roebuck. Back line and out for Mia Roebuck. 14-10 advantage for Belle Vernon, leading 2 sets to none, 25-17, 25-23. Low liner over Johnson, Nichols, Brown off the wall. Chismar to Anita, dig it out. Luff, Macbeth hits it long. Another error by the standout senior. Not been her night tonight. As that one, no return. Belle Vernon by 6. 9 points away from sweeping South Allegheny. Brown over, straight up. Chismar back line long for Allie Chismar, 17 now. Brown again down the line, service error, make it 17-11. Reagan Macbeth, 5 service points, 1 ace. We'll try to get SA back on the board, and she will. Gets the roll, almost an error, turns into an ace for Reagan Macbeth. Second ace for Macbeth. Back-to-back points for South Allegheny. Give the Gladiators 12. Down by 5 here in a must-win set. And it goes from ace to error. And you can see the frustration by Reagan Macbeth after that one. 7 points away from Belle Vernon sweeping South Allegheny. No happy homecoming for Coach Jack Kelly here tonight. Barring a miraculous SA comeback. As Reagan Macbeth, another miscue. Lila Teets. Will serve again. As Macbeth gonna come out here for South Allegheny. Middle, Brown, handled Teets. Right side, Luft, Wazik the ding. Johnson, free ball up and over. Luft, set, Brown, middle. Wazik again, Nichols returns. As Chismar dug by Teets, Wazik gets there. Free ball up and over off the stanchion, return down. Should be 19-13. They have it listed as 19-12 as Brown will come out for South Allegheny, replaced by DeSecco. That last substitution was Gianna Kuzel coming in for the Gladiators. Even though it should be 19-13, scoreboard says 19-12, so we're going to have to go with that, make it 20-12. Oh, now they give South Allegheny the point. I knew I didn't miss it. I always take my math better than the scoreboard operators. As set, Chismar drives it home. Allie Chismar. 8th kill for Chismar, 20-14. Far side, Wazik dug back out. Kuzel up and over. Middle, knocked home once again, Alexander. (21-14), Belle Vernon leads. Luft, right side, Taylor. Hooked over, Nichols drops it in. Abby Nichols, 22-14. As over, out, 2 points away from a Belle Vernon sweep of South Allegheny here this evening. Johnson from the left side will do the honors, 23-14. Chismar up and over. Set, middle, Brown drives it, and Brown makes it match point. 8 kills for Brown. Match point for Belle Vernon. Johnson for the match win. It will go a little longer. Service error. Kuzel out, Macbeth back in. Chismar up and over. Set, far side, Wazik for the win. Got it! In the Leps, sweep away. South Allegheny. And Belle Vernon, 6-set wins on the season, no losses, as they sweep the Gladiators here tonight, 25-17, 25-23, and 25-15. 6-0 in sets this season. And Belle Vernon sweeps away South Allegheny. We'll come back. Weiser Paint and Company player of the game right here on MVI Live.
Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting expert. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Three-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Menneson. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
Leps 2-0 to start the season. They've yet to lose a set. South Allegheny out of sorts from the start. Your Weiser Painting Company player of the game, Mallory Wazik, the senior middle hitter, 6 kills, 12 service points, 4 service aces. Wazik is your Weiser Painting Company player of the game. For South Allegheny, now 1-1, 3-3 in sets this season. They'll be at Carlington on the 2nd. As Allie Chismar, 8 kills, 7 for Macbeth, had a rough night in the office, 3 for McBride and Ava Brown. On the other side for the victorious Belle Vernon Leopards, now 2-0, 6-0 in sets this season. Leading the offense with 8 kills was Aubrey Brown, 7 service points, 2 aces and a block. Wazik was second. She is your Weiser Painting Company player of the game with 6 kills, 12 service points, and 4 service aces. 4 kills for Lila Teets. A pair of kills for both Alexander and Abby Nichols, while adding in 4 kills on the night was Mia Robach. Belle Vernon back in action when they take on Thomas Jefferson here at home on the 2nd, but Belle Vernon to 2-0 to start the season, headed into section play. Leps have yet to lose a set as Belle Vernon 25-17, 25-23, and 25-15. Mallory Wazik, your Weiser Painting Company player of the game. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow night here on MVI Live as the Highlands Golden Rams hit the road to Elizabeth to take on the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. As can't wait to have that one for you tomorrow night. But until tomorrow night, I'm Alex Lyon saying thanks for tuning in, as this has been high school volleyball here on MVI Live. Lions Heart Media, have a great rest of your evening, everybody. The Leps sweep away South Allegheny, 3-0 your final, as Belle Vernon to 2-0, South Allegheny to 1-1 right here on MVI Live.
This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.